Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 4 of our Pokemon Heart Gold Hardcore Randomized Nuzlocke. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you have a great start to your week. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are kicking off today with an egg hatching, but just very quickly to recap, we did actually secure our very first gym badge in the previous episode. Feels amazing to have that in the books. We also took down Sprout Tower, and our team is looking great. So, before we do anything, we're gonna find out what we are hatching together right now. So let's see what it ends up being, guys. I cannot wait to see. It's gonna be an absolute blast. Here we go. Please be something good, not a normal type. That's all I'm asking, come on. I mean, like, it's not that exciting, if I'm honest. But it isn't, well, it's not even a new, it's not a new type. We have a poison type on the team. It's a wall. Actually like Wheezing quite a bit. It's gonna take a while to get there. But let's check him out. Let's just see, he is level 1. Sticky Hold protects the Pokemon from item theft. That's not that great. It does have extra sensory though, right off the bat. I forget every egg I think has extra sensory right off the bat. That's funny. With Poison Gas and Tackle, you know what? It's a Mon. It does have an up defense nature, which is actually really good. And lowering speed isn't great, but you know, could be worse. I'm gonna keep it. I think we add it. I shouldn't do that quite yet, actually. We should throw Belby out front because we will have a new encounter here in a minute. But I mean, hey, it's a new Mon. We've got it on the squad. I'm cool with it, guys. We got Cough here. We're gonna be training that up in today's episode. But before that, let's go ahead and sell a few items before we get too far along. So I'm gonna sell the Power Herb. We certainly, only 50 bucks. That's nothing. Powers up bug type moves. Okay, that's actually potentially really helpful. We do have a few HMs that I'm not super stoked about. Smelling Salt in particular, Gastro Acid. Fluid eliminates the effect of the foe's ability. That, I mean, like on Cough, that's actually not that bad. All right, whoops, let's go in, let's buy a few Pokeballs. We actually have quite a bit of money. Sick, can we get, should we get 20? Let's grab 20, let's do it. Let's see, we got a couple Premier Balls as well. I mean, hey, we got some options. So we're gonna run down south here, and this is where our next encounter is waiting for us. We've also got quite a number of trainer battles in today's episode. So Route 32, here we go, guys. Let's see what we can get right away. Here we go, let's see. A Mantine. I mean, I actually kind of like Mantine. It's not a great Mon by any means, but it's not bad. I think if we low kick, because it is part flying type, it's not very effective, and it still kills it in one shot. All right, it has poison, it has Effect Spore. Wow. Wow, okay, well, that was interesting. All right, so with that, let's go back and heal, and then I actually think we could do Ruins of Alph, potentially. We will have to complete a puzzle, of course. But we should be able to do the Ruins of Alph encounter, which, I mean, hey, it's a new one. Let's get rid of that poison. You know what we should do is pick up a couple of antidotes very quickly as well. I did forget about that, but we'll head there, we'll pick up those, and then I think we can get to the Ruins of Alph just to the left over here, we'll see. But that will be great. Our luck with encounters hasn't been amazing. I'm not gonna knock any of our team members. Of course, I'm actually really happy with most of our team. I would like to maybe get a bit more power on the team, but part of the fun of a Nuzlocke is kind of learning new Pokemon and trying things that you wouldn't normally try because you're kind of forced into it. You really don't have an option. And so it's actually kind of fun. I like trying new stuff and trying new Pokemon, and hey, Waffles killed God. So we're doing pretty good. But I think we can head this way. Do one of the puzzles here and actually grab an encounter as well. Yes, excellent, excellent. So I think, no? Are the is that, do we have to go over here? This is the locked door, yeah. Okay, so, whoops. Oh, why the controller sometimes throws me onto a different path. All right, let's see, is this one of the puzzles? I think it is. it's not. I'm fairly certain we do have to complete a puzzle first, though. Am I incorrect on that? I don't think so. We can't go in here. Well, there's just nothing in there. We can't go in here. Maybe we can't get a Ruins of Alpha encounter. Oh no. Well, that's a little sad. I was actually quite looking forward to another encounter. Well, I'm sorry guys. Let me know if I missed something here. We will be back in this area, of course, later on. Once we get past Goldenrod, there's a very quick way back here. So we can certainly make our way back. I really thought we could do that though. That's funny. All right, well, with that, let's make sure we throw Cough out front so we can grab a level or two on it. Probably more than that very quickly. And hopefully get some really cool battles in before the next gym. Now, I do need to look at level caps. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It looks like 17 is the level cap here. So we will shoot for that. Level 6. Again, this is kind of where levels just don't make sense a lot in here. I really want to fight this because we do have that extra sensory, but I am not going to risk it. We're gonna swap into Waffles here. Waffles actually is the worst of our options, but it should be fine. It's gonna bide. Okay, well, with that, let's just run. Let's not even worry about it. No stress. There are a few items as well on this route, if I'm not mistaken. And again, with everything randomized, we could pick up some really good stuff. It could be a Master Ball, maybe a rare candy or two. It could be anything. So fingers crossed. Beavis. I want to say this only has Splash, but I am not risking it at all. I cannot risk losing them on this early, guys. We've so far had no deaths. I'd love to keep it that way. I do think it's only Splash, but a level 1 Cough is not gonna do too much anyway, so. Unfortunately, this isn't gonna be a lot of experience, but it should get a level or 2 on Cough, which is great. Yeah, 2 levels, fantastic. I will take it. A Magneton, wow. All right, I think a Low Kick will actually do quite a bit. Being super effective, fantastic. Please don't para. Isn't very effective, that was a crit. But this is actually gonna be a good bit of experience for Belby here. So that's kinda nice. We're already 7 minutes into this episode. That is crazy. Man, time flies in this series. I love recording these like full-length videos. I just think they're so fun. And it's just a blast to be able to sit down, truly just enjoy playing Pokemon more candidly with you all as much as a dubious disc. What does that do? It's really a blast to just sit and play with, you know, more candidly with you guys because it's obviously not the norm. I think, is that how we get Porygon to evolve? That might be correct. We are gonna take advantage of most of the trainer battles here because we've got Cough on the team now. We are gonna wanna get some XP there, a Starmie, a great takedown for Belby here, that'll be perfect, and some really good experience. The only thing we really have to worry about are trapping abilities and pursuit, of course. So we do have to be somewhat careful of those. And because abilities are randomized, you really don't know what you're gonna find. We could find ourselves trapped in against some really, really scary things. So we're hoping we don't, but we will see. Level 5, level 6. Excellent. We are now getting somewhere. We're actually getting pretty close to some of the levels on these trainers, which is exactly what we want to do. Because again, that extra sensory is actually pretty good. Now, one thing I did mention in the previous episode, I want to take a quick peek at some stats. Our special attack is actually pretty good here, as well as our attack. So that's actually a mixed, looking at where our damage output sits in general. So obviously a special attacker here, a physical attacker in Ariados, special attacker here, and a physical attacker here. So we're actually doing pretty well. We've got kind of a mixed bag as far as our damage output, which I'm very happy with. Now, one trainer down here, guys, just so you know, is the randomized fisherman who usually has all Magikarps, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And that actually gets very scary. So we may skip just the fisherman battles only because I am not willing to risk our team yet, because there is a level 20 on the team, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to risk it. So Powder Snow will do most likely more than Ice Ball here. I did not look at the power difference between the moves, but my assumption is that Powder Snow will do more. And it is, of course, super effective, doing quite a bit of damage, too. That's excellent. Yanmega is very good, actually. I kind of like Yanmega. It's one of those that I've not used very often, but when I have, I've been very pleased with, actually. In general, it's, you know, pretty solid. Cough getting to level 7. We can get Cough to level 10, I'm gonna feel very, very good. Which I think is definitely doable. Let's grab this item over here. Oh, a legendary. Ooh, a legendary, and it's Rayquaza. Oh my gosh, we could have had a Rayquaza. Do we fight it? I think we do. We've got Blubby. The music changed too. Oh my goodness, this is so sick. I love that you can find legendaries in the grass here. I think that's so sick. Twister should not do that much. Granted, it is of course stab, but yeah, it's not gonna do that much. That flinch is a little annoying. The speed drops with Scary Face are doing their thing, man. But we should be okay. We should be able to take this thing down. Can we get a one shot? We can. Look at that. I'm so glad we have Blubby on the team. That's such a good mon to have for those dragon types, and it's just bulky. Sitting at 59 HP, we spoke about this, I believe, in one of the previous episodes. Getting out of Dragon Rage range is huge. It's absolutely massive. It just means that we don't actually have to stress as much about those kinds of things, and believe me, those things are very stressful in a Nuzlocke. So I'm gonna try and just take this thing out. We'll see what happens. Cough here, doing its thing. Oh, I forgot it's part psychic, isn't it? That's okay. We'll be able to take it down with another extra sensory. I love that we get extra sensory on Cough here. I think that's so funny. Obviously, it doesn't. Coughing, I don't believe normally gets extra sensory. That's just how the randomizer works. That it randomizes that move onto it. A full restore. Honestly, at this point, I think that's more just cash in our pocket, which is totally fine. Absolutely excellent. A love disc. It almost looks shiny. That's crazy. I know it's not, but that's kind of crazy. We can't escape. Seriously? You're a love disc, bro. Chill out. Chill out. There we go. The one downside, we do have a negative speed nature, so of course Cough is quite slow, which does make running away a little tricky, but that's fine. There's that Mantine again. Do we think we can try for taking this thing down? Let's kind of get a gauge on how good Cough is. I think no matter what, we'll be able to tank at least a hit from this Mantine, especially being so high leveled in comparison. So I'm not worried about it. And our defense, oh man, that defense. Ooh, we got a wall, baby girl. Yeah. Love that. Love that. Excellent. And that's a good bit of XP, very near a new level. That's very good. Let's see what this is. TM Earthquake? Keeping in mind, guys, all TMs are randomized as well as their compatibility, which means there's a very real possibility if we get a strong attacker, Earthquake could be huge for us. That is such a powerful move. Latios, cool. That's not terrifying at all. All right. Let's see. Let's get Blubby in here. I don't think this thing has too much aside from Psywave, perhaps. Yeah, Psywave is scary because it's completely random, and that was actually quite a bit of damage. So let's see if we can get some hefty damage off with this Powder Snow here. Should do quite a bit. Heal block, that's fine. We should be able to take this thing out, no worries. That's huge. We do still have the cave as well, and it looks like by my estimate, at least, we'll be able to at least pick up the encounter in there and even maybe make our way through the cave. We'll of course see, but we're doing pretty well on time. We're only 15 minutes in, and again, as you guys know, these are 30-minute episodes, roughly, of course. Not beholden to that by any means, but that's certainly the goal. Let's see, there should be an item here. Oops. I didn't want to talk to you, Cough. I mean, thank you. He's jumping for joy. That's very sweet. There's no item there? No. Really? Totally thought there was an item there. All right, well, guys, let's heal up. Let's make sure we get that heal going. Again, I don't think we missed any items, which is really my biggest concern when it comes to that little dock area where those fishermen are waiting for us. I'm not really willing to risk that. So I would love a rod. We get the old rod. That's actually huge because we could go back. Do we want to go back? I kind of do. I kind of want to go back. Okay, here's my thing. I think we can just straight up avoid the trainer here. Yes. Yes. All right, let's go back because here's the thing, guys. We now have a way to grab an encounter in Violet City. And I'm gonna take advantage of every encounter we can get as early as we can get it. We could actually get, I guess in the Ruins of Alph, we could get an Old Rod encounter. I think I'd rather wait. I think that's maybe better. I'm just gonna run, not really stressed about trying to take that down. I will lead with Cough though, just given levels. I think it's actually pretty much perfect to try and take down an encounter here. Whoops. So let's go over here and let's see what we can get. Again, guys, just as a heads up, I do not count the egg as an encounter for the city. I do count that as a static encounter, which just means we get a free mon, basically. All right, what is my register button? Nope, not that. All right, well, we're just gonna do it this way. Let's use it. Let's see what we can get. Fingers crossed it's something good. Even though it will be a low level, I'm not actually worried about that. I want it to be, because it'll be easier to catch. Metalhead. Okay, I'll definitely take a Metalhead. Dude, could you imagine Earthquake on this thing? That's actually pretty huge. That might be great. That is not very effective. That's fine, I don't need it to be. Ooh, Mud Slap is. Okay, you know what, let's swap. I don't know who to swap to necessarily. I guess Belby, Mud Slap is gonna be super effective, which is a bit annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world, because it is, I mean, it's not that strong of a move. It's ground type, right? So Thundershock isn't gonna work. Ah, that was a crit. There's a Harden. Do we think it'll live? I'm just trying it. Okay, it does actually work. I thought it was part ground type, so my bad. There's that Mud Slap. That is a little scary, so I think what we're gonna, wow, it did nothing. Never mind. That's not scary at all. All right. Guys, I'm so glad we came back and got this, or at least hopefully got this encounter. We've got 20 Pokeballs and it is just an Aaron level 10, so I have to imagine it won't take too many. In fact, it will take one. Fantastic. That's a new mon for the squad. We are gonna name this Metalhead in honor of Metalhead in our Pokemon Black series that we lost, which is fine. All right. So I am curious what the ability will be. I actually really like, if we can get an Aggron, I know that's very late game, so please understand, I am aware, but that would be really sick. All right, let's see. And for the first time ever, guys, we have a full team as well. Own tempo prevents the Pokemon from becoming confused. Okay, I mean, hey, that's a marginal benefit and I will take it. It's actually a good nature as well with a plus speed nature minus special attack. That's pretty good. Let's actually check the typing really quick as well. I just want to make sure. Okay, it's a rock and steel. That makes sense. I thought it was for some reason ground type. I'm glad it's not. Although ground type stab earthquake would be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and heal up. And then we'll make our way back down, of course. And we actually have another encounter waiting for us. We should have a wealth of options very shortly here, guys, because between here and Azalea Town, there are, gosh, there's the cave. There's the route after the cave, if I'm not mistaken. There is the Slowpoke well. And then I don't think we can get an encounter in Azalea Town, if I'm not mistaken. But then after the gym, we get the forest, and then of course the goldenrod, the route between the two. There's a lot. So we're making our way. Wow, I'm glad we didn't get a Ditto. Really don't like Ditto at all. It's quite bad, especially without Imposter. Could you imagine Imposter on like a random... Oh, dude, another legendary. Is it Rayquaza again? Probably is, right? Yeah. So sick. So sick. I feel like we have to, in honor of the fact that it is a Rayquaza, we gotta take it down. We do have to be careful with Blubby. The level is creeping up. But we should be okay. And again, we've got actually a fairly well-stacked team now, so worst case scenario, we'll just have to put Blubby on the back burner for a short time until we get to the gym. Which then, of course, we can use it, so that's excellent. We're sitting at 21 minutes right now, which means we'll at least get the encounter in the cave, I think. We may not get all the way through the cave, but do the best we can. Nice job. No. I would love to give up on Smokescreen. So we're level 10 with Cough here. I think we'll just keep training up Cough for now. I'm not really in a rush to train up Metalhead and Cough at the same time. I think we can just stick with one for now, and we'll do the best we can to even it out at a later time. But I do want to make Cough as usable as possible because it is such a good wall. It'll give us a little bit of a buff against different kinds of Pokemon. And again, that poison gas actually is huge because it gives us an opportunity against a Stallmon or a Mon that's really difficult to deal with. It gives us an option to poison it and then just sit there and tank Hiss as best we can. Can't escape. That's fine. We'll take it. We'll get there. All right. Excellent. Let's make sure we try not to fight anybody here. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Made it through. And I don't remember. I think there's another trainer at the very least over here. Yes, we will fight you. So we will fight this person, and then we've got the cave encounter. We'll see what it is. We may have to reevaluate our team a little bit after this, guys. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Good news with Jolteon, I don't think it actually has many good moves. It has download? That's really sick. I actually really love download as an ability. I think it's so good. Obviously it's random and like could really hurt you, I guess, or not hurt you, but maybe not help. Well, I guess it could, I don't know. It's not the most helpful all the time, but it's a free boost. All right, this will take out Jolteon though, and I'm feeling much better about Cough now sitting at level 10. I would love to get Cough out of Dragon Rage range as well. Again, just to be able to bolster those defenses. I think we can just stay in. It's level 9. That's a little scary, but this is obviously a Bulkymon on the physical defensive side. And so the special is not actually that good. But there is a big defense rise for it. But again, it won't matter. We're extrasensorying. I think that's how you would say that. Awesome. Smog, that should be fine. Not gonna do much to us. Feeling pretty good with Cough. I'm actually weirdly surprised. Again, this is the beauty of a Nuzlocke, guys. I would never normally use a Coughing, but I'm feeling good about him. He's solid, literally. And this should be a good bit of XP. It's up there in level, I mean, 310, that's pretty good. Very near another level. Cradilly. What an annoying mon this is. Maybe a poison gas would be a good thing to do, but we'll see how much extra sensory does. Okay, that's quite a bit. Astonish with a crit. We should be fine though. Again, just trying to train up our team a little bit here, guys. So I know this is a bit of a longer battle. We could very easily just swap into a different mon and try and take these things down a lot quicker, but that's not really the point. We kind of want to train up our mons. I do have those rare candies, so I do mention, I try and make sure everybody understands this up front because I don't want it to be a surprise to anybody. But against the gym leaders, I will rare candy up just before the battle with the gym leader. Now I try not to do it anywhere before then. Let's actually, we'll be fine. But I do have rare candies genned in just for that reason, to give us that option to meet the level cap. But other than that, I'd like to try and train up as much as possible and not use those rare candies until just before that battle. Yo, a Vulpix! That's actually really good. Oh, I really like that. And it has download. Let's tackle. See how much tackle does. Wow, actually kind of a lot. Okay, I will 100% swap something for this. I really, really, really like Vulpix. Ninetales is amazing. And with randomized items, we might actually find a Firestone at some point relatively soon. And so this just gives us more type coverage, more importantly than anything. And I hate to say it, but I think Waffles is gonna be the one to go, as much as I really like Waffles. But you guys know we named these Firefox here in honor of the many Ninetales I think that we have had in a variety of runs. But this download is actually kind of a sick ability on this. Let's go check out our Firefox here. We do have to swap it out on the team as well. As much as I like Waffles, I just don't think Waffles has it in for the long term. So let's definitely see. Let's move Pokemon. And it is holding a full heal. Cool. Hey, I'll take it. Let's go ahead and swap. Sorry, Waffles, you have been amazing. I truthfully am very happy with, no. I've actually been very happy with Waffles, but stop. All right, but we gotta progress. I think Firefox is the way to do it. I do want to check out Firefox's, not ability, excuse me, but stats, as well as moveset. Because we do want a fire move, of course, that is gonna make a big difference for us. That's just so much good type coverage for us that I feel a lot stronger about it. Let's go ahead and take that full heal. We do have the charcoal as well, don't we? Okay, and we do have Ember, excellent. So very quickly, let's, we'll probably end the episode here, but let's make sure we give that charcoal over to Firefox here. Just a little extra boost, never hurt anything. We are gonna need to train up, of course, as we go through the cave here, but I think, guys, I'm feeling pretty good about our squad. Like, feeling really good. Okay, we don't have any other big items. I think, guys, what we're gonna do is go ahead and save right here. We are right around 28 minutes. I feel like we're doing all right on this episode. In the next one, we are gonna be going through the cave, hopefully getting an encounter on the other side of the cave, as well as the Slowpoke Well, and then of course Azalea Town. We've got a lot to do. A gym leader is coming up, so we do have to be quite careful about that, but have every faith in our team, our very full team at that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I love you all very much. I'll see you in the next one.